I'm Simon Silversmith, master sleuth and expert treasure hunter. Somewhere in the world is a hidden treasure, and I am going to help you find the clues that will lead you to that treasure. You must watch the story from start to finish and pay close attention to what you see and hear. Clues can be an object or something visual, words, or an event in the story, a puzzle that you must solve, or a sound you hear. Sometimes you will see me in the story and I will point out a clue for you. A clue can be an object obviously out of place, a headline or banner text, or a letter or number used in a calculation. As you start to identify and collect clues, put them together to locate the treasure. Some clues are simply a combination of words or syllables. Easy clues provide a general region where you will be able to find the treasure. Other clues contain numbers found after solving a puzzle or displayed on an object. Some number clues could be used to measure a distance from one point to another or provide a location with longitude-latitude coordinates. Keep in mind that you may need to calculate the numbers to get the final answer. As you move closer to the exact location of the treasure, be sure to watch for clues that identify the immediate area, like a landmark, a type or name of a business, city, street or park names, or a name of a nearby neighborhood. Use Google Maps or similar tool to help pinpoint the exact location. And there it is, your treasure. Congratulations! You found all the clues and decipher them correctly to uncover the exact location of the treasure. What you accomplished is no small feat, and now you are ready to embark on another great treasure hunt.
Destiny was a 14-year-old girl who lived in 17th century England. She had no sisters or brothers and was quite a lonely girl. She once had a beautiful dog named Ryder who mysteriously ran away, causing a great amount of grief for Destiny. After dinner, Destiny would walk with her father outside her home to look at the evening sunset. She remembers the last time she saw Ryder. It was the night when she had a terrible nightmare and woke up to see Ryder at the side of her bed. She fell asleep after her mother consoled her, but when she woke up the next morning, Ryder was gone. Destiny and her parents looked everywhere they could think of to find Ryder, but he was nowhere to be found. The days elapsed one after another with no sign of Ryder, as none of the town's people saw him. Even with a substantial reward, no one came forward. One day Destiny walked into town with her father, where they came upon a blind beggar who they never saw before. Inquisitively, Destiny asked the beggar where he was from. The beggar said he was from Appleton, a town neither Destiny nor her father had ever heard of. The beggar had only the clothes he was wearing and a few things in his hands that apparently a passer-by had given him. Destiny immediately recognized a small pendant that the beggar was holding that looked remarkably like Ryder. "Where did you get this?" she asked. The beggar did not know what she was pointing to and claimed that he doesn't know what any of the objects are, except a few of the coins he was holding. "This pendant of a little dog, don't you remember who gave this to you?" The beggar was at a loss to explain where he received it, but told Destiny that a woman in the town of Nailsworth might have given it to him. He told Destiny that she spoke softly and walked with a cane, as she always made 3 distinctive stomps with each step. The beggar gave Destiny the pendant and told her that he hoped she would find her dog. Destiny and her father heard of Nailsworth, but it was more than a day's travel. Destiny pleaded with her father to take her there to look for the woman who walked with a cane. "Destiny, you cannot be serious," exclaimed her father. "Nailsworth is more than a full day's travel, and there is nothing more than a beggar's old memory to go on." "I'm sorry." Destiny and her father returned home, and soon it was time for the family to go to bed. Destiny had decided that she must leave home and travel to Nailsworth to find the woman who gave the beggar the pendant that looked like Ryder. After the lights had gone out and the house was silent, Destiny put some food and personal things in a basket and left a short letter for her parents.
Mother and Father, please forgive me, but I must find Ryder. He cannot be lost, as I believe the pendant is a sign that he is still alive and near me. I will return as soon as I can. Love, your daughter Destiny.
And Destiny was off to find her beloved dog. It was the middle of the night and wolves were known to roam the countryside. She had no idea which road to take until she happened to hear a church bell ringing. It was unusual for a church bell to ring at night, but it told Destiny that someone was close by who could help her. She arrived at the church tower and walked up to the top, where she found what looked like a ghost pulling on the bell's headstock. She was frightened, but the ghostly figure called out to her in a familiar-sounding voice. It sounded like her grandmother, who had died a few months earlier.
Child, there is nothing to fear. You know who I am, and I know who you are. I want you to know that I love you very much.
Destiny immediately recognized her grandmother's voice and cried out that she was looking for Ryder. Her grandmother could only tell her that Ryder was still alive but did not know his whereabouts. She warned her granddaughter about traveling at night and suggested that she stay in the bell tower until light. In the morning she would know which road to take to find the woman who gave the beggar the pendant. During her sleep at the top of the bell tower, Destiny had dreamed of a beautiful young woman who lived far off in a distant land among wizards and magicians. Everywhere the woman walked there were tall bell towers and steeples made of glass and stone. Destiny awoke startled by a woman who looked almost exactly like the ghostly figure whom she met the night before, except the woman was clearly not her grandmother and demanded the young girl leave the bell tower immediately. Destiny quick gathered her things and started off on the road towards Nailsworth, knowing that her parents would certainly be out looking for her. She convinced a family traveling in a wagon to take her with them. She explained that she became separated from her family when a flood ravaged her town and was on her way to see relatives. The journey to Nailsworth was long and tiring, but eventually Destiny arrived early the next morning. During the night she had another dream about the same young woman who lived in a faraway land, but this dream upset Destiny as it reminded her of the nightmare she had before she lost Ryder. The town of Nailsworth looked abandoned as no townspeople walking outside. Destiny wasn't sure where to look for the old woman the beggar had described to her, but decided to try the various shops and homes hoping to speak to someone. She first walked into an inn hoping to find the innkeeper, but no one seemed to be around. She then tried a barn where a blacksmith's sign hung advertising horseshoeing, then to a tavern. The town was empty of people and animals. Destiny found a church at the end of the street where she might be able to speak to someone. But now she was frustrated and tired and needed to rest. As she started to lie down in one of the pews, she heard the sound of 3 steps and then a short pause. Filled with fear, Destiny hid under the pew, but then remembered the old beggar described the old woman as having a cane when she walked. Before Destiny could rise to her feet, the old woman appeared in front of her. She was Destiny's grandmother, but this time alive.
Grandmother, where is Ryder?
He is here, and he will be with you. But you must first return to the nightmare you had the night you lost him. Only when you have faced the fear of losing him will he again appear to you.
How will I know where to go and how do I get back home?
Sleep, Destiny, right here, and everything will be all right.
Tears started to swell in Destiny's eyes as she was eager to have her reunion with Ryder. She was too excited to sleep and started to recite a song she learned as a child to calm herself.
Where a bird flies free on the willow tree, a gentleman marries a widow. Where a cat runs well and scares a child, a gentleman marries a widow.
Destiny recited the song over and over until her teary eyes closed and her mind emptied all thoughts. Soon her face grimaced with pain as she started to relive her nightmare, swirling with images of her beloved Ryder. As a puppy, the reoccurring nightmare began. Destiny is calling out to Ryder as he runs away from her. She continues to frantically call out only to see him vanish from her view. Destiny wakes up in her New York apartment, a 29-year-old woman living in a high-rise midtown Manhattan apartment. She just dreamed of her beloved dog Ryder, who passed away at the ripe old age of 15. She walks over to a picture hanging on her wall of the two of them when he was a puppy. And then looks down to see her new dog Boxer looking up.
"Oh, Boxer, is it time to feed you?"